Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Controlled Burn. This is our Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle. My name is Bolthra, and we are in episode 4 of our third season. We will jump in and have our players introduce themselves in a second. And just want to say thank you to our subscribers and to the new subscribers who have joined us recently. Thank you very much. We're glad you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, and we're glad you're with us. If this is your first time here, then welcome. And please be sure to give this video a like if you would. That really helps us have more people can find us. We're a very small streaming channel in the midst of a lot of other channels, but every little like helps us stand out just a little further. Some more people can find our games. Let's go ahead and introduce our cast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start down at the bottom with Aloysius, have them introduce themselves, and then we'll go from there. So go for it.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I'm playing Otto Miller, the Arun former private security guard whose former employer is maybe gonna catch up with him by season's end. I guess we'll see how that all goes. Certainly getting involved with them again at any rate.
A little bit, yeah. Okay. Hey, Whispers, what's going on?
Hey, it's me, Whispers. I'm playing Diana. Yeah. Totally don't have a migraine right now.
Oh, no.
No problem. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. If you need to drop out, no problem. Hey, Jen.
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm Jen. I'm playing Alice Monroe, who is a librarian but hasn't really gotten back to that lately. She turned into a werewolf at 40, tried to research it, didn't work, figured, okay, that's what I have.
I swear there will be an entire library episode coming at some point. And hey, the new kid's here again.
Yay! I'll be playing, forget my own name, what's right on the screen. Sam Butcher, aka Longtooth. I'm an old guy who likes computers and has a really big family.
Oh.
Okay. and it comes in handy, especially with this group. Let's take a step back to our last episode. Our pack, the Pathfinders, had adopted well, I shouldn't say adopted. That's not the right word.
That's not the right word.
Had befriended, we'll say, a young lady by the name of Savannah Muldoon, who is staying at the Sunny Days Ahead shelter. They had detected through their keen wolfy senses that Savannah is Geru, and they were concerned that with her addictive personality and her anger issues, that if she has her first change somewhere in the shelter, somewhere near a lot of people, that it could end very badly for her and perhaps other people. So they decided maybe they'll take her out camping, something she's never done, to see if maybe she can relax a little bit, get away from everything. And it worked for the most part until they got a call that Savannah's father had shown up at the shelter. Savannah had run away a couple months ago, and dear old dad has tracked her down to the shelter. It's also come to light that Savannah is not 17 going to be 18 soon. She is 16 going to be 17 soon. So that complicates a couple things. But at the urgent request of Jenny, the owner of Sunny Days Ahead, they have began packing up their things, and they're heading back to Seattle to bring Savannah back. And Savannah is insistent on getting back. The pack is they're cautious. They don't really feel that maybe she should be going back. Possible abusive father. They don't know. This has caused Savannah a little bit of stress. She is in the back seat of Alice's car, having a meltdown. She wants out of the car in the worst way. Pack is trying to calm her down, but Savannah starts pounding the seat in front of her, and her voice is deepened slightly when she says, "Let me out of this car." And that is where we return. Now, Otto, let me just take one step back. The folks who are in the car are Alice, Diana, Brian, and Savannah. Now, Otto and Mother's Dream were busy packing up the tents. They are getting that stuff ready. Before it came in the car, before they're like, fuck it, you guys got to head back. We're going to start packing up everything into Otto's truck.
All right.
Longtooth we will get back to in a bit. But Otto, as you are starting to pack up the truck with Mother's Dream, you hear some shouting coming from the car. And looking over, you can see through the glass that Savannah is starting to have a meltdown. Mother's Dream kind of perks up, and she just kind of, she's still on Hamid. Actually, she switched back to Hamid, and it's just like, oh no.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
No.
Back in the car, we're going to go back to, I think Diana was trying to talk to Savannah. Brian was sitting next to her like, oh shit, what do I do? So I think what I'd like to do is go back right now to Alice and Diana. As Savannah, again, is having the worst teenage meltdown you've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, she was like starting to like bristle some fur, like she was about to shift.
Yeah, yeah. Her eyes are wide. Her fingernails are starting to grow a little bit. So.
Well, at least we know something about her now.
Yeah. Alex, you might want to open the door before she like rips through your car.
Okay, yeah, I'll unlock the doors. Let's reach over and unlock the door.
Okay. She is going to yank open the door.
Of course.
And spills out into the parking lot, grass, whatever. And Otto, you now see her spill out. She still has her long blonde dreads, but it looks like her hairline is starting to almost kind of recede a little bit as her face is starting to stretch a little bit.
Yeah, Diana's gonna quickly get in the car and be like, hey, Otto, first change. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly
Yeah, I
call-
have eyes.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm sorry. Diana's gonna quickly call back Jenny.
Okay. And
Go
she's
ahead.
like, and Jenny picks up and is like, "Are you guys are on your way, right?"
Cool, that would be a great question. Do you want us to bring back a werewolf?
What the? Oh shit! You're not. Oh my god! This is
That's
the worst
why we
day.
were bringing her out here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Her dad is still here.
Okay.
What? Oh my god! I'm gonna have to call my cousin, Sam.
Please do.
Oh my god! Maybe Sam's not with you, right?
No.
All right. Let me. Oh shit! Let me call him. Maybe he can come over and maybe try to talk some sense into this guy.
Yes, please do, because we might need at least an hour.
Oh shit! All right. And she hear her like she drops her phone and she's just like, okay, all right. I'm gonna call Sam.
Okay. Yeah, I'll instantly hang up, toss my phone in the car, and just go like, hey, sweetheart, it's okay. This is all normal that you're going through. Now, for my pack safety and yours, I'm gonna have to shift now.
And you just hear her saying like, what is happening to me?
It's normal! Puberty.
Now the door, when she had opened the door, it's still
Mhm.
open. She has now grabbed the door with both hands and is like holding on, like it's holding her to the earth. And you
Oh
hear
boy.
like metal starting to creak, and she is growing. She is starting to spout black and blondish fur, like her shirt tears open. She is shifting to Krynos.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she's shifting to Kranos, Diana is going to shift to Kranos as well.
Okay.
And
Okay,
Otto
try to,
will
like-
also shift to
Same.
Krynos.
All right.
Same. Gonna do
Okay,
that too.
update your character sheets then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mother's Dream, of course, she's going to shift too. So, actually, she'll go to Hispo.
Okay.
Yeah.
The difficulty will be 5.
Mhm.
You guys are out in the
Yeah,
wild. So
I forgot we have to
Okay.
roll for this.
Yeah. What you do is you click on the little like wolf icon on your character sheet,
Okay.
and then you choose. Then you choose the form you want to be in. So
Okay.
you click like Hispo or Krynos,
Krynos. Yeah.
and then over to the right there's like a little wolf icon.
Okay.
Click on that. It says roll for shape change.
Okay. Which
And
number?
you said a difficulty 5, right?
We're gonna do 5, yeah.
Okay.
And then you just click roll. Okay.
The green ones are.
Oh, I
mine.
got it.
Okay.
I don't know if I got it.
Diana definitely. Alice, you got 2.
Okay.
You needed.
It looks like
you
mine
needed
did not
0.
roll for whatever reason, so let's give that another shot.
Yeah, try again.
Let's see. Let's try this again. Roll, please. Why are you not rolling?
Let me take a look at it. And let's see, Otto Miller, and
You might be lagging. I'm not sure.
could be you wanted to go.
Just watch him roll like 3 times in a row.
It might end up doing that. You
but
want
yes, I do
Krynos.
want. Yes, I do want Krynos.
Only 5. I don't know. I got the magic touch. You got 4 successes. So
Hell yeah!
There you
boom.
go.
Okay, you guys are shifted. Could I get somebody to do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Would somebody mind sharing their screen with their roles?
I don't mind. Anybody
Okay.
else? I don't care.
Okay. Only because we said we wanted to share the screen.
Yeah.
for,
Yeah. That's fine.
And I'm going to have a lot of characters going, and
Mhm.
some stuff I don't want you guys to see. So
That's fine. Yeah. You can
So
use
let-
you can use mine. It's fine.
yeah. So what you got to do, Jen, is you
Mhm.
do present.
Where is that at?
It's at the bottom of your StreamYard screen.
Bottom of the StreamYard screen. Okay.
Do you like settings?
Oh, present, right?
Yep, present. Yep.
Okay. And then it says share screen.
Yep. And then you tell it what screen you want to see.
I don't know. Let's see. It's easiest with sharing 2 monitors.
Do you have 2 monitors?
No, but I can do it without it. Yeah. Share screen.
Yep.
Oh
And then it might. ask you, like,
wow!
a
No,
window
it's
or
doing
whatever.
something weird here. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. I think. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah. Window. StreamYard? No. Safari. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Okay.
Let me try.
Yeah. If you could try.
Yeah,
it.
I have no idea what's going on
That's fine.
there. Okay. I tried.
Oh, no, that's fine.
hmm
It's just folks had asked us to see
Yeah.
the roles and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm on a Mac, so maybe it's not really working.
There you go. How about that one?
okay. Let me take a look here in a second. Un momento, por favor.
Mhm.
Yep, I see it. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Stage, and there we go. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. If you can move your character sheet just a little over to the left. You may have to just drag it.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, couldn't move.
Top. If you go to the top of the sheet where your name is,
At the
then
top,
click
you
and
should
drag.
get the little.
There you go. Move it.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then you might, and then and then you should have the chat thing. Okay, maybe. Hey, all right. You should have the little chat window. Why does yours say chat log? Oh, okay. Go to there's a little drop down next to like the little trash can thing, and do public role. Yep, that one. Do public role.
Okay. There's the rolls from earlier.
There we go. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what I want to do is so maybe you got to go up or something like that to keep it showing.
It was just all question marks
Yeah.
because that was your role, and we're not
Yeah,
allowed
your
to see
game
that.
master stuff doesn't show up.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, because we want to be able to see everybody's roles. So
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I should have gotten this sorted ahead of time.
That's all right.
Okay. So Savannah is going crazy, but we're going to switch before we get into any of that. Longtooth. You're you haven't really done much with the pack in a couple days. Kind of been off doing your own thing. When you get an urgent phone call on your cell.
Hello.
Hey Sam. Oh my god. I'm so sorry to bother you. This is Jenny. Sorry. We have a situation over here at the shelter. There is a gentleman here. He is the father of one of our kids, and he is looking for her. He has kind of a bad reputation here in town. You might have heard of him, Chuck Muldoon. And he is looking for his daughter Savannah. She ran away from home. We don't ask questions to the kids. We know they've all gotten into something, but we're afraid he's gonna maybe come in here and start looking for her. If you're not busy, oh my god, I can't believe I'm asking this. Would you be able to come over and maybe like help us like keep him from coming in?
Sure, legally we can do that.
Well, I guess he can't legally come in, but on the other hand, we can't legally keep his daughter. She's not emancipated. So
yeah,
he could, well, yet, but we haven't. Savannah hasn't really been very forthcoming with her past until we saw her father on our doorstep, and she just keeps spouting. Yeah.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Oh my God, thank you. I'm so sorry to ask you this.
No, it's quite all right. That's what we're here for.
Okay. What we're gonna do is, while we switch back to the other scene, Sam's on his way. So, okay. All right, now back at the park. Yeah, Savannah is shifting. Everyone else has shifted into their new forms.
Yep.
And I believe Diana had spoken after she shifted.
Right before she
Okay.
shifted.
Okay.
To basically just like, hey, this is all normal. This is just part of growing up. And I do apologize. I do have to shift to keep my pack safe.
What? And then she has now fully shifted and just tilts her head back, and she has blonde streaks through her fur, and she just tilts her head back and just gives this enormous howl.
Okay.
It's not even Garou. I mean, it's just sheer rage. As she now is starting to pull the door off the car.
Oh boy, Savannah. I
I'm
can't drive you home if you're going to pull off the door.
I'm going to just move to grapple and restrain her before she can hurt herself and or us.
Okay. All right. I will let you move over and do that. She's occupied at the moment, hasn't really seen you move or anything, so it's going to be an opposed check, though.
All right. Difficulty?
We're going to go with 6 because she hasn't really seen you approaching her. She hasn't really... and let me...
All right.
Oh, God, 4 successes. All right. So let's
I
see
am
what she-
quite good at this.
You are. Yes, you are. Let me see how she does now.
I'm
And-
knocking on wood for you.
Okay, strength and
Dang, it could have been 6. I rolled 2 nasty ones.
Aw.
she was more focusing on the door than saw you. So you're like attempting to like grab her arms or shoulders. What do you?
Yeah.
what do you-
Sort of it like moving to like put my like arms around hers and then like clasp my hands around her neck so she can like move as like minimal as possible.
Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. You've got her in kind of an iron grip, but now she's starting to snap, and she's wrenching her head all around.
Yeah, I'm doing my best not to hurt her, but I'm also gotta like make sure she can't do
Okay.
damage.
Mother's Dream is going to move up, and she has gotten to the other side of Savannah. She moved very quickly, and has gotten on the other side of Savannah, and she's bared her fangs, and she's ready to bite. Brian, we're going to say, is just there for the moment. I haven't done much with
I don't know what
him,
to do with them, yeah.
but I want to go back
Smoking
to
a
Alice.
blunt in the car or something. I don't know.
I want to go back to Alice and
Okay.
Diana now.
Okay. All right, I can see that Savannah's grappled,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just try to talk her down if I can. All right, breathe, breathe.
Okay.
You're gonna be okay.
Let's look at your character sheet. And
Yeah.
See what she could possibly do.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Find which one that is.
Well, you do have a gift called Persuasion,
Okay.
and let's take a look at that.
Hmm. Can't
Imbues
find
a Hamad's words with intrinsic credibility and conviction, causing them to ring true to the ear and lay heavy on the heart.
Hmm.
Now it is a it's not as much, it's more like when you're trying to sell somebody on something, but you could
Okay.
try it if you
Okay.
wanted to.
So I got to go back to the character sheet. I don't remember how.
Yep.
Uh
What you're gonna do
huh.
is on the character sheet, you're gonna have a little tab that's a little moon on it, half moon on it, and
found
there's gifts and rights.
Yep. Okay.
And you should be able to click on just the word persuasion to roll it, I
Persuasion.
believe. Yeah.
Okay. And this is saying it's a difficulty 7. Is that right?
Yep.
Gonna roll. Not bad.
All right.
Yeah.
One success. Okay.
Yeah.
And I believe Savannah just lowers the difficulty of all social rolls for the rest of the scene and allows successful rolls to have uncommonly strong impact. Okay. All right. Her eyes have now turned to you as much as she's
Able
like,
to. Yeah.
been held like full
Kinda
Nelson
grappled,
here.
yeah.
She's kind of looking
Mhm.
over at you, and she looks like she's trying to understand you,
Uh-huh.
but is really having a hard time understanding
Right.
it.
Right. Okay,
Her
just
eyes-
breathe. Just breathe. Okay? Slow it down. Slow it down. It's okay.
Diana?
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and I think while that's happening, Diana is more being like, Mother's Dream, back, no biting, no, don't bite the pop.
She is worm.
Yes, we'll deal with that after we fix, this problem and explain to her, and then maybe see if it's coming from her, something she ingested. There's a lot of worm in this city. Now, please, calm.
I'd like you to make a charisma and so you're trying to persuade her. Maybe do you have anything in etiquette?
Etiquette.
Let me start at the top then. What are you better at, charisma or manipulation?
Charisma.
Okay, we'll use charisma.
Mm.
Etiquette or anything in performance?
No, but can I argue leadership because I'm acting the role of the alpha?
That was the other one I was thinking about going with, was leadership. Yeah, which
I've maxed out leadership. So.
Which is a great choice. Yeah, because you're the alpha. Yeah. So, okay, go ahead and use that then. Normally she's pretty easygoing, but
so difficulty 6.
Yeah.
4 successes.
All right.
Nice.
She backs off a little bit. She's respecting her alpha, and she's backing up a little bit. Still.
Listen,
Okay.
I understand the pretense. There's no need to hurt someone we already have under our grapple and control.
Okay. Savannah. Let's see. Got too many character sheets up in here. All right. Savannah is
Relatable.
Savannah is going to try to get out of this hold. It is absolutely pissing her off right now. So she is going to try to basically just try to like buck, her shoulders, trying anything to get him off it. Let's see how she does here. No successes. She's she is held tight. She's getting freaking ones that are killing anything she can do. Okay, so but she now starts speaking in Guru, and she's like, "Get off me! I'm gonna tear your head off if you don't let go of me."
Otto's not really gonna respond. He's just gonna be like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. It's just basically teenager having a tantrum, going through second puberty over here.
Right.
So it's just like, nope, get it out of your system. I'll hold you down until you're done.
Okay. All right. We're gonna switch back over to Sam / Longtooth. You arrive at Sunny Days, and as you pull up, you see a car that you don't recognize. It's a Dodge Charger with a red and black paint, and sitting on the hood is a guy you've never seen, but I'm going to have you make a roll, though, to see if maybe you recognize him perhaps from TV or from somewhere else. We'll go with intelligence and technology.
Oh, okay.
And difficulty 6 is fine. Ooh, 4 successes. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you've in doing some research in the town, you've come across or you remember news stories about a guy named Chuck Muldoon. He is well known to the police. Well known in several parts of town as someone not to mess with. Maybe has some gang affiliation, you're not quite sure, but is a bad individual. He is sitting on the hood of his car. He has a slick black slicked back black hair, has a kind of like a blue work shirt on, jeans, motorcycle boots, and he's just kind of just sitting there calmly smoking a cigarette. Do you pull up behind his car? Do you go past it? Like, because you kind of see him first, so I'm going to kind of give you that advantage. So
I'll park around the corner.
okay, all right. You get out, and then as you walk up the street, you notice at the front door of Sunny Days, a gentleman named Marshall that you had met before, who helps working there, is sitting nervously in the doorway, looking at Chuck. Kind of giving him a a stern look. Chuck just continues to smoke a cigarette as you walk up. Doesn't say anything to you, but just kind of follows you with his eyes as you kind of approach the front walk.
Okay. I proceed like I own the place.
Okay. And you can feel his eyes on you as you walk up the steps. Marshall is like, "Oh, hey Sam, thanks. Oh my God, thanks for coming. Just come here." And
How long have you been here?
Oh, about almost 2 hours now.
Okay.
And he speaks in a soft voice because he's the guy's only about 15 feet away. He says he's here for his daughter, Savannah. We checked his ID. I mean, he has the same name. I mean, Savannah gave us an address which matches this. Says he's her father. We don't want to tell him she's not here. We're afraid he's going to call the cops. He's kind of said casually he might call the cops. So we just kind of need some help here. Maybe trying to. We're not used to dealing with people like this.
Well, does he have a record?
Okay.
I mean, if he has a record, you can call the police and say there's some weird pedophile loitering outside the building.
We try not to make those kind of calls. We just he's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but we just
you make the news. You don't want the news.
Right, yeah. We really try to keep this place kind of under, on not off the radar of the news, because the kids deserve respect and privacy. So, although somebody put us on social media recently, so. But that was for good. That was for a good purpose, though. They're getting some donations, and the kids are getting some clothes and stuff for that. But anyway, I digress. So
where is she?
Your friends, and he knows nothing about werewolves, Marshall. Right. He's like, those friends of yours. They came today, and they were taking her camping. They were supposed to stay overnight, but I heard they're coming back.
No, you always tell them the truth. Hey, she's gone camping. She won't be back till tomorrow. Come back tomorrow afternoon.
I guess, yeah. And he kind of straightens himself up and steps forward and goes, "Hey, Mr. Muldoon?" And the guy flicks his cigarette away and
I tried to
steps up and he says, "You can call me Chuck." And he's kind of just his gravelly voice. And Marshall goes, "Well, Chuck, Savannah's not here. She's gone out with some friends, and she should be back tomorrow. So if you want to come back tomorrow, that would be great, and we'll see you then." Chuck just grins. He's like, "Nah, I think I want to come in and see her. At least get her stuff so I can bring her home." So why don't you just step out of the way and let me come in and collect your stuff?
I look at, what was his name again? Not
Chuck.
Chuck.
Oh, Marshall is the,
Marshall. I want to
Yeah.
say Mark for some reason. Look at Marshall. You know, Marshall, he has the right to come in and look if you don't mind, but he can't take any of her property without her being here. So
Jenny doesn't want him inside. She just doesn't want him here because
okay.
who knows what else he might do here. And Chuck is, I can hear you.
Well, yeah, you're just like 15 feet away, and sound travels.
He's like, why couldn't you guys have just told me this an hour ago instead of me dicking around?
Paranoia on our part. There's a lot of extra kids in here, and unfortunately, a character like you has a reputation. Be it bad or good, we still have to take the kids' consideration first. So we don't like anybody coming in unless, well, there's a lot of us here. So tomorrow afternoon sound good? Say about 3 o'clock? If you want, we can make it a barbecue.
I'm not interested in a barbecue with you.
Oh, okay.
I've come for my daughter.
Well, she's not here at the moment. She'll be here by tomorrow.
He it's kind of like cracks his neck a little bit and kind of just stretches, kind of like. It's like, you from around here, buddy? I don't know if I've seen you before.
Get around. Always busy.
Always busy. Yeah. Today's your lucky day.
Oh,
I'll,
that's
I'll,
it. I
I'll
won the
come
lottery
back.
numbers?
I'll come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Say about 7 in the morning.
Ooh.
Is that too early for you guys?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be sleeping, man.
Some of us work.
Okay. Well, congratulations on having a steady paying job.
What's that supposed to mean? He kind of takes a step forward.
In this economy, in this market, it's hard to keep a good job nowadays. Everybody's firing so-and-so because they make too much money. Yeah, how about I give you my number? I'll walk down to him and pull out a business card and give him my number.
Takes it. And he's got dirt underneath his fingernails. You see his shirt says Chuck. The other side has a name of a auto body shop. And he's like, I'll give you my card too.
Okay.
And he reaches into his pocket and he's got like a tissue. Blows his nose in it. Goes and just plops it in your hand. He goes, something to remember me by.
Don't think much of yourself then, do you?
He kind of leans in close to you. He's like, you're stalling.
Yeah, till tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7.
See you tomorrow at 3.
And he spins. He as he's trying to walk away from you, he kind of just shoulder blocks you, like kind of slams his shoulder into you.
Okay, I take it like a beat.
Okay. And he's like, nice try. See you at 7. Gets in his car, revs the engine a
I
lot.
get out of his way.
Yep. And just kind of slowly pulls out and just kind of looks back at you as he's pulling out and leaves. Good job. You have diffused the situation.
All right, Marshall, we got less than 12 hours to get that kid back here.
Yeah. Okay. we are going to switch back then to the gang. Savannah is now attempting to kick at the open door because she's been held, but her feet are
mobile.
yeah. So she is going to kick. Even in Krenos, she is not rolling well. Let's try it again here. 2 successes. The door starts to bend, or actually it starts to, like, her foot, she's like kicking into it, so she's starting to like dent the door, and she's just growling, "Let me go, let me go."
Where are you gonna go?
Home.
Well, we can't get you home if you keep kicking the door.
Otto, can you make me another strength roll, please?
Indeed.
We're gonna do another contested roll here because she's squirming all over. I mean, she's not calming down at all.
Yeah. All right. Difficulty 6 again.
Yeah, please.
Okay, doke.
Oof.
6
You
successes.
You win. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. She can't get out of your grip. Diana.
Yeah, after I've gotten Mother's Dream to at least somewhat settle down or agree not to attack until I give her permission, Diana is going to move move to stand next to Alice, since that's where she's looking, and just go, "Sweetheart, if you want to go home, that is something that we can do, just not while you're in this state."
She's. I don't know how to stop. I'm so mad.
All right. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Try again. That's not working. Think of something that makes you happy.
God, I think Brian would roll better at this because I'm pretty sure I'm about to roll a medicine check. But
well, we can have Brian roll. Let me see what he's got first of all. He has persuasion. He has mercy. What the hell does mercy do?
I believe it allows him to choose to take no damage.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he can do like non-lethal damage or something like that. Well, a medicine roll isn't necessarily what's called for. It's probably going to be more of occult knowledge. But the most you guys have seen of a werewolf in its first change was yourselves. And in some cases it ended after going crazy and tearing things apart. So that's about the only knowledge you have of how do they calm down. She just and plus the fact that she's being grappled is not pleasing her.
Right.
Certainly not.
Yeah, I think. Okay, Diana is gonna go a bit in alpha mode and give jobs like she usually does in times of crisis. Be like, first she's gonna, Savannah, sweetheart, if we let you go, do you promise not to run and sit still and do not attack anything?
Just let me go. Let me go.
Promise me first that you're gonna stay here and no attacking.
All right, let me have her make a roll and see if I'm thinking almost a willpower roll. Yeah.
Rolls exceedingly well, and it's like, no, fuck you.
Got 1 success. She's nodding like yes.
Okay.
If you try to run or attack, Otto will grapple you again. Just to let you know. Okay. And then looking at our wonderful healer, Diana's like, can you guide her through some breathing exercises he used to cause angered and distressed patients. And I'm going to quickly look through my book on the occult and shift back. So this way I have opposable thumbs.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
He's going to
Tom as well.
try. Okay. Let me make a roll for Brian. So
Mhm.
he is going to try occult and manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard because she's freaking out here. 1 success. He's doing about as good as you with, okay, calm down, breathe. He's like, this is an angry killing machine.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's tried that. So okay.
Yeah. Diana will shift back to Hamid to go through her book of the occult to try to find if there's like a
Okay.
quick recipe.
Make sure on your character sheet you change back to Hamid. Only because it affects your rolls. So
Oh, right.
yeah. Okay. Otto.
Indeed. I will, seeing as Diana has sort of like come to a potential agreement with Savannah, I will drag Savannah away from the car,
Thank you.
and then turn her away from it, and then release her.
Okay. Once you do, she kind of springs forward and turns, and it's just like claws up looking at you. She hasn't done anything, but she's just.
I'm gonna
She doesn't know
snarl
what to
at her.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a let's see, intimidation and either charisma or manipulation, whatever you're better at.
All right. Well, manipulation is in the sewer right
Exactly.
now.
in this form. So yeah.
So I guess I will go with charisma then.
What's your charisma then?
2.
Go with, you know what? Let's go with strength.
Fuck
And
yeah.
intimidation, because you're more accentuating your bestial form than your personality. So yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it that way.
Indeed. All right. Difficulty 6.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Wow.
A stupid amount of dice, and I only got 2 successes from that. That's insane.
She doesn't lunge at you. She just kind of stays in place. Like
That's fine.
she's, like recognizing, what you are. So okay. Alice,
Mm-hmm.
want to do anything?
I'm gonna go away from the car a little bit,
Okay.
and just try to, have her like just breathe. Okay, do it with me. All right, you'll calm down quicker. Slower. Okay, in, out. Nice
Okay.
and slow.
You are in Krenos.
Mhm.
So I am going to have you also make a. You're not really trying to. This is going to be more empathy, I think.
Okay.
So it's going to be strange. It's going to be empathy and strength.
Okay. I'm trying to find the.
So empathy is going to be over under your talents on the left.
Okay, let me try to figure it out. Hold on. I can see the empathy in like the gifts thing twice. It's in there, but I don't know.
No, you want to go back.
Sheet.
Yeah, you want to go back to your. It's like core
Core.
on the left hand side. It's like right above the wolf icon. It's a little person.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay. This
And
one
then
says roll for frenzy. I don't think I did this right.
Nah, I don't think you did.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go on the left hand side, the little icons. There's like a book
Okay. Yep.
beneath the book.
Okay. Core. Yes. Got it.
Okay.
Now what am I supposed to roll for?
Empathy and strength.
Okay. Empathy and strength. Level 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. 4 successes.
All right.
Your voice is more calming and understanding
Mm-hmm.
than Otto, unfortunately.
I know.
Or let's put it this way: it's a different approach.
The different approach.
It's a
Yes.
different approach, and she has lowered her claws.
Okay, good.
And
You're
she's
doing
still
fine.
and she's still crouched, like
Mhm.
like defensive.
Mhm.
She's
Okay. Keep breathing nice and slow. Your body will fix this.
Diana, quickly getting her book.
Yes.
What to
Yeah,
do when you're
Diana's like,
expecting a first-grown werewolf.
yeah, Diana instantly books up her book of the cult and mythological creatures and flips to the werewolf section and quickly starts to read of like, how the fuck do you turn a werewolf back quickly?
Calm
How
her
do you just
down.
make them go back? How do you just do it?
Yeah, it's like calm
You
it
tried the
down to
reset
one
button.
strategy. I don't think you can factory reset a 16-year-old.
So next
luck.
time, carry around a trank gun.
I'm sure that would make life a lot easier for many people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume like intelligence, occult to quickly check my book.
Yeah. Let's go intelligence occult. It's gonna be difficulty 7 because there's not like a real specific, like frequently asked questions. How do I change a werewolf
No.
back? Yeah. It's
I'm
more.
gonna
more-
assume my specialties in mythological creatures and research apply.
I will let you have that. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm doing research on a mythological
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah. No, that
technically.
that sounds fair.
Yeah.
4 successes.
Okay. You find, unfortunately, what it says is that the beast's anger must be released through its true nature. And the sentences after that are like, after it has sated its bloodlust, the creature may finally know peace.
Yeah, Diana's gonna put the book down and then tap her head like above the cards. Guys, we really need to, as Guru, like write this shit down, not from a book I stole from the library like a year ago.
Might be against
yeah.
litany, but
But yeah, we are doing this right. We need to quell the beast practically.
and she hears you talking, and is just kind of looking around like, and she says in Kero, she's like, "What am I?"
Well, you're a werewolf, just like the rest of us.
In normal human terms, they don't really like that word, but for ease of mind, yes, that's what you are.
It hurts, but it feels good.
Sounds
Yeah,
about
it
right,
can.
yes.
It can.
And she actually just this grin now. She's like, I feel so good, so strong.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go into that form. We should have prepared you better, but we didn't know.
No one told me.
No one told any of us, honestly.
Okay. Otto.
Me.
Yeah. She hasn't made any aggressive moves, but she's the things she's saying sounds aggressive. The way she's saying them.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
but if you choose to do nothing but observe, that's absolutely fine.
Well, I froze up and I only heard if I choose to do nothing, then that's
Oh,
totally
sorry.
fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
She hasn't made any more aggressive moves, but the language she's using about, anger and power and that she's really enjoying it.
Okay. I this may be a bit unconventional, but I'm going to sort of just gesture sort of like off into like the wilderness to her, and then just run. I just run into the woods.
Okay. And still in Krenos?
Yep.
Okay. And she like kind of watches you go, and she's like, and then she starts to follow him.
Ah, good. Okay.
Okay. Anybody doing anything before she? I'll give you the chance to try to stop her if anybody wants to.
No, but like usual, apparently the last hour we left Otto alone 6 months ago. Things usually went awry.
Always got to bring that up, don't you?
Yes, Diane is always gonna bring this up. I want this to be known. You're never gonna live it down now.
So you had to go and get abducted by crazy ice spirits one time, and then you never hear the end of it.
Yeah, Diana is going to attempt to shift to Hispo and join in on the run and kind of give the others the look of just like, hey, pack run time with the new pup.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Actually, I think Alice is going to stay there and try to figure out how damaged her car is at this point.
I might want to.
The door is just about to fall off.
Okay.
That's
We'll
unfortunate.
find a way. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mother's Dream will sprint after Otto, but then is just kind of looking over her shoulder at Savannah, and Savannah then does take off running
Okay.
after them. So
It's gonna take me a bit to shift.
that's fine. Okay, so you're in the process of shifting. Ryan will probably stay at the car,
Mm-hmm.
maybe trying to help.
Get the
Alice.
door back on. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, but he just like sat in the car through this whole process, just watched the door getting ripped off, and he's just like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Why can I fully feel all this is going on, and he's just been at the truck going through like the tools, being like, "You need a screwdriver and the bolts and everything to put a door back on."
Yeah.
Not to mention the claw marks on it.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
it is what it is.
But I would ask, we got attacked by a bear.
Sure.
All right. Okay, so Brian's staying there.
Mm-hmm.
Otto, you see Savannah has now almost caught up with you. And she seems to be starting to understand what's going on because she is going to try to shift into Lupus. So let's take a look here. Come on. Sometime today. Thank you. Yeah, it is kind of lagging a little bit. So, and we're gonna say, okay, 2 successes. She kind of falls almost like to her knees as she shifts, and you hear her kind of like howling the pain as she's shifting again. Her lupus form still has some blonde streaks in it, but her ears, you notice, are starting to elongate longer than what they were before. It's almost like this has been like a gradual change on her. Her ears are starting to grow, and they're very pointed. And her claws are extremely long. But she's now she's switched to lupus, and she seems like she's starting to gain on you.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. I will shift. I won't shift into lupus, but I will try and shift into my Hispo form.
Okay. All right. Mother's Dream is also in Hispo, and she comes up.
I'm good.
Okay.
I do it.
Okay, cool. All right. So now the two of you are in Hispo. She's in Lupus. Diana, you're catching up to them, and you're also in Hispo. Savannah stops. Now you've reached kind of an area, a wooded area, and she stops. And Otto, you see, she starts like salivating. She's
Okay. Can I take a whiff and see if I smell what she smells?
Yes, you certainly can. Give me perception and just alertness. I think would be good.
Alertness. Okie doke. Alertness.
And difficulty 6.
Perception. Difficulty 6. 2 successes.
You smell possibly a deer nearby. Probably
okay.
within half, like a quarter of a mile, half a mile away, but you smell deer.
All right, this is what I was hoping for.
And she seems to have noticed it just a second before you, and now tears off.
And I go after her.
Okay. All right. Diana catches up. Mother's Dream is caught up. So do you continue to follow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Savannah is tearing through the woods, jumping over, running things. She spots the deer. We're going to see how she does hunting down her first deer. So we're going to say, I guess she doesn't quite understand what she is yet, but you notice that she seems to now that she's seen prey, she seems to start to be moving with a little more guile and careful movements. So she is going to try to sneak up on this deer. Ooh, 4 successes. So for all her rage earlier, now you see another side to her. And she is kind of angling around these trees. And the deer does not seem to have noticed her yet. Otto is now probably the closest, followed by Diana. Do you want to hang back, or are you going to continue forward? If you continue forward, you're going to need to roll a stealth to possibly avoid the deer noticing you.
Diana's gonna step back and allow her to do her own first hunt.
Okay.
I think I will sort of like hang back for the moment, and if it looks like she needs an assist, then I'll like hop in. But like this is Pup's first hunt, so I want to I just want to let her have at it to the best of her abilities.
And it is I think you went to screensaver there.
There it is.
She moves through the underbrush and leaps at the deer. It is a older deer, so it's very big, and she digs her claws into its side as it gives a yell, and she's starting to drag it down. But this deer is probably stronger than her. It's bigger than her at the moment.
All right.
So she is got her claws in this thing and is trying to drag this thing down, and the wolf, or the deer is kind of fighting back.
Yeah. All right. Seeing that, I will leap in and try and like bite this deer's leg to try and assist.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for that. That's going to be pretty simple. Oh, you're frozen.
He's frozen.
Yeah. Like I got frozen though.
Yeah. Diana, are you doing anything? We'll get back to you in a second, Otto.
I am back.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that assist seem to be enough right now?
Otto's assist is probably enough considering he's in Hispo. So he's able to kind of bite onto a leg and help pull it down.
Yeah. Yeah. Once it's down, Diana will move to also, just in case something happens, is just sitting there and will like stick a claw into another one of its legs
Okay.
to allow Savannah to like go for like the neck
Okay.
and do the final kill.
Okay. The three of you easily able to take down this deer. What you don't expect, though, is Savannah. The second that Otto and Diana jump in, she now snaps at Otto. So she's going to bite at Otto. And she's more bites and kind of tears at you towards your face, and growls like, "Mine, get away!" You don't take any damage. It was like she just kind of like her teeth just kind of ripped through your face, like the edge, just the edge. So normally you might take some damage from it. But it was just close enough that, yeah.
All right. So with a quick judgment call, do I think if I were to back off, she would still be able to keep this deer pinned?
She might.
Okay. I will.
Because Diana's also got another leg down. So
This is true.
yeah. That's why you think that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I will release my grip on the deer's leg, but I will also snarl at Savannah as to be like, "Watch it."
Okay. With this, she then sticks her face right into the deer's neck and just starts tearing it apart. You've seen wolves eat, but she is just another level. She is just ripping and tearing this thing. The poor deer is squirming all over. And where in your experience, this is usually, I'm going to make the kill fast. To put it down, from what you've learned as Geru, that the the animal's spirit is to be released, and you're putting it down quick. She's taking her time. She looks like she is really enjoying killing this thing, to the point where she kind of moves back and she looks like she's starting to switch into Hamid.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
At this
have her-
point, is the deer like dead when she tries to
it's not dead yet. It's like
Yeah.
she tore into it, but not enough to kill it. Like she's almost like playing with it.
Yeah, I will say while she's taking this time to shift and she has that like moment to like pause,
Mhm.
Diana's gonna come up and like do the final like mercy kill.
Okay. All right.
Like-
Yeah. Which makes sense. Yeah. You come up and you just you kill it. She was switching back into Hamid and sees you do that and goes, "No, it was mine."
Yeah.
And she tries pushing you out of the way, and you're in Hesbo, so she's back in her small, and she's trying to push you away from it.
I would say after she reverts back into Hamid, I'm also gonna revert back into Hamid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Diana is going to give a bit of a growl and a bit more of like a snap, not to like an attack, like when a
Mhm.
dog gives like a warning to like take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Diana's doing that to like Savannah before like she attempts to shift back. He's like, move back.
She's actually now trying to punch you.
Seeing that, I'm just gonna like grab her wrist.
Okay. All right. Now you're back you've changed back into Hamid, right?
Yes, I'm back in Hamid. Let me
Alright,
fix that on my character sheet real quick to
Yeah.
reflect that.
Yeah, just so that you can because it's going to be a contested roll.
Mhm.
You're probably going to win, but just,
But just to be safe.
yeah. All right, so I'm going to roll for her first, and then I'll have you roll.
All right, yeah. Like, once again, I don't want to hurt her, but it being like, hey, cool it.
The fact that I just realized Otto and Diana have become the parents of the group.
Disgusting.
Okay, whenever you're ready, you can roll.
All right.
Jeez.
Only
Holy
one
cow.
success.
And she got one. She sticks her head in to the wound and just sticks her face in, and you see it. Like, so you've like grabbed her, but she still managed to kind of squirm a little bit, and her face is now in the open wound, and with just her regular teeth, she's biting. And
Yeah, Diana's gonna sniff her to see if the worm smell has gotten worse now that she's had her first change.
please make sense, worm.
Make it work.
Come on, can it work for once? Because the season that I should be using this is when I keep fucking failing.
I believe in you.
And I believe that a difficulty 6 is what you would want me to roll it under.
Yeah,
But I think because I'm in HISPA that has a -1 to perception, it becomes a 5?
yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Nope. Good question.
The dreaded, I saw that dreaded
Success.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah. You do smell worm on her. Not it's about the same as it was. But the way she's acting now is really like, yeah, there's something wormy about her.
And I'm assuming it still smells like it's coming from inside of her rather than on her.
Now it's probably more on her, like everything about her now.
Mhm.
And the way she's like just enjoying being in the blood and like pulling out bits of fur and skin with her teeth.
Yeah, I'm assuming as like Guru, there's like even in my wolf form, there's some non-verbal communication that I can give to Otto.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess you just fully see like Diana's like nose like furl for a bit and that very specific like flick of the tail that just tells you worm.
All right. Excuse me.
But-
I'm fixing a cat currently.
you're fine.
Apologies.
Yeah, but Diana is going to like, take like bite the deer's carcass and like drag it a bit away from our, held girl that's trying to douse herself in the blood of the ancients or whatever the fuck she's doing.
The
Let's-
blood of the ancients.
Let's make another strength roll, Otto,
Okay.
because she doesn't want this taken away from her. So. Ooh.
2 successes.
I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah, she got 2. She only has 3 dice to begin with it. So yeah, so she's she got 2 success. So she is she's angry now that her meal is being taken away from her, and she's like, "Give it back, you liar, you cheater! Give it back!
Savannah, you need to pull yourself together right now.
Fuck you! You don't own me. You're not." And she's gonna actually try to swing and hit you, punch you in the face with her whole 3 dice. So
Okay.
2 successes. If you want to try to dodge, you can, or you can try to
I'll just take it.
take it. Okay, yeah. She punches you in the jaw. I mean, she's got a good punch for a small girl. This girl knows how to fight and solid, but doesn't do any damage to you. And she is now naked as the day she was born, but doesn't seem to care because now she has just blood just dripping down her face, so she's almost starting to get a little slippery as she's trying to get to the carcass. Let me go.
Savannah, we need to get you back to camp right now.
Not till I've had my share.
You have had your share.
She's gonna try to headbutt you.
Wow.
Diana, you want to do anything, or are you still just pulling the deer away?
Yeah, once I get the deer at a safe spot, when she goes to headbutt, I think this is the first time I'm going to use this in this season because I've had it this entire time. Can I go Hamid and then pull out my my 3-section bow staff and use its restraining property?
You just carry that around with you?
Yes, actually, it's been in Diana's purse this entire fucking time.
It's going to be really kind of 2 actions. It's going to be first shifting. So she's going to end up hitting Otto first.
Yeah, that's fine. Otto
okay.
can take a headbutt.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I will. Yeah, if I see her go to headbutt me, I will try to either avoid or like try to prevent her from doing that because headbutting is a psycho move.
Yes, yeah, because she tries to swing her head back and crack you in the nose. She connects, but you manage to kind of turn your head, so you kind of take it on the jaw. So you don't got a busted nose, but it freaking hurt. Not to the point where you're taking any damage yet, but she looks like she's just gonna keep doing this. She gets 1 shot in, and then Diana's got her staff. So then you would make a that would be a
Melee
strength and
I
melee.
believe.
So yeah,
And I am applying my specialty with my bow staff.
sure.
I think in a moment, Diana will see just like a look of I don't know, surprise, stunned at seeing Diana just bust out this fucking 3-section bow staff that he's never seen her bust out before ever.
Yeah.
It's just like, have you just had that this whole time?
Yeah. Did you think I was going to martial arts training not to, learn how to use a weapon?
Yeah, I think, and I'm just like struggling with Savannah as I'm yelling this to Diana.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was like more hand-to-hand stuff. I didn't think you were carrying that around in your purse or whatever.
I'm already a black belt. We really don't talk about a lot of what we did. We're gonna have to have another, ceremony. And yeah, that's the 3 successes to, grapple with my weapon.
Oh well, you swing it and connect, and you hear a solid thud as you hit Savannah in the head, and she falls over.
Yeah.
Like it was a solid shot that she didn't see coming.
Yeah. And well, with that, Otto will sort of just like catch her limp body and just like throw her over his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, after, when winter started and, whole, like, animals kept coming to work and trying to, attack me for taking the trash out.
I like that bobcat.
Yeah, like the bobcat. I decided maybe I should, get a concealed weapons permit and, go and learn how to use a very specified weapon.
Yeah, so instead of like a handgun or something like most normal people, you're like, what if I want bow staff?
It's a 3-section bow staff, which actually has a lot of, history for Silver Fingaroo. So,
You never know when a ninja battle is going to break out.
Well, apologies, Miss Historian. Anyway, let's get the naked teenager back to camp.
Okay.
Yeah, I think once you say naked teenager died, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that, clothes don't just stay on us now.
Yep. Alice, you're standing at your car with Brian trying to help you when you see the rest of the pack returning. Otto, has Savannah over his shoulder.
Oh, good lord.
You get some motion.
Okay.
A lot of her blonde hair is red now.
Huh.
She's hanging over his shoulder. Mother Stream has stayed in Hespo.
Mhm.
And Diana has this staff over her shoulder. She's walking back like martial arts expert.
To
Maybe
be
giving it a
fair,
little
I think
twirl as she
Alice
walks.
has seen the staff on multiple occasions. We
Probably,
live together.
yeah.
Make me use
Yeah.
the staff. Pay your rent. So-
Right. Yeah. Okay,
Maybe
so
give
I'm
us
gonna
the
go.
Staff, you won't like it.
I'm assuming we've got the door sort of managed
it's
by now.
it's fucked.
Or
It's fucked.
it's
You're gonna
okay.
yeah.
We're gonna have a problem.
You can
All right.
maybe get it shut, but it's not. It's sort of just hanging on. Brian suggested it might be better to just take the door off.
Yeah, I was seeing
Yeah,
it,
just do
seeing
that.
that. Otto would be like,
Mhm.
let's just rip the door off,
Yeah.
and
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Alice has already shifted into
Yeah.
Pomid again.
Okay.
So yeah, and she's
Um,
gonna go in the back of the truck and open it up and find some clothes for this kid.
All right. I will sort of like set Savannah down and sort of lean her against I don't know. I guess like the most comfortable surface in this broken down camp, so like the tire probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
And work on sort of like pulling the last bit of door off the hinge.
Yeah, it's gone.
And while Alice is looking for clothes, I'll take like Savannah's sleeping bag and just kind of like unzip it and just like lay it over her naked body.
Diana, while you're doing that, you get a phone call. Your phone starts ringing. And it's Sam.
Yeah, Diana's going to like pick it up. Just be like, hey, hello, totally not here with the knocked out child. What's up?
Oh, we're totally not going to have that child here before 7 a.m. tomorrow.
So we may or may not have a small problem with that.
Well, besides her father's been harassing the home, trying to find his daughter.
Yeah, more the fact that we have a child, a pup who has the worm in it, and went Hamid and tried to bathe in the blood of a deer that they killed and slowly tortured.
Oh,
Hey,
Feels
Sam.
like-
Give me a intelligence and occult roll, please. And I think you have a specialty in intelligence.
Who are you asking?
Sam.
Ah.
Or Longtooth, excuse me.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
trying to find that stuff.
Kind of based on what Diana just said to you about a cub with the worm.
Okay. Occult intelligence.
And you can add an extra die in there, so where it says bonus, just make that a 1. Yeah. Okay. And then go ahead and roll. Oh, 5 successes.
Ooh.
You know what that means. You've heard of a tribe called the Black Spiral Dancers.
All right. So I could say that maybe the Black Spiral Dancers.
And I don't know. And Diana, you probably haven't come across that term yet, but you're going to be able to make a similar roll in intelligence and occult to see if you know that term.
Cool. Called intelligence. I'm going to assume I cannot apply my specialty for
Correct.
mythological creatures.
Correct. You would need like Geru lore for that.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to confirm. 5 successes as well.
But
Oh.
you have heard of a tribe of fallen Geru, who worship the worm known as the Black Spiral Dancers. So now that you've heard someone confirm this, now you probably know what Savannah is.
Oh no.
I wonder what Daddy knows.
Well, I was also having that feeling, but like now that someone else confirmed it, it's more of just like I don't think we can take her back into the public while she's out here wanting to murder everything.
Well, if we don't, we're going to get the cops involved.
Okay.
All right.
We will do our best to find a middle ground to hopefully stop her from murdering everything and bring her back.
Well, always got the old, that stuff that humans like to put over people and drag them away with.
Mm-hmm.
I will start up Foundry again.
Okay.
I was just like, it's gone.
I think you all see, probably for like the first time in a year, Diana seriously looks stumped on what to do. And just goes, so we'll do our best. 7 a.m. And if you have any advice on how to help this girl not commit murder, that would be great. And maybe keep Jenny updated for us, please and thank you.
Okay, sure.
And just in case anything happens, I'm just gonna drop you my location real quick, and I'm gonna drop you my location in the woods.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. You're somewhere in Mount Rainier Park, which is a rather big place. So.
Well, I mean, I could tell you that I'm in the 4th quarter of the 7th district, about 20, steps away from the redwood firms. But I don't feel like that would make sense to you.
You're able to kind of give them an idea about where you are. It's fine.
All right. So meanwhile, Alice is finding clothes that'll fit Savannah and just kind of putting it on her like she's a mom or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I'm ripping a door off a hinge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have to.
Probably throw the door in the back of the truck.
That's literally what I was thinking.
Yeah,
so.
just do that. I got enough clothes for Savannah, and I think her sleeping bag's on her right now. So
yeah. She's still out cold. And again, face is just like a mask of blood.
Yeah, we're gonna get some little like wet wipes and go for
Yeah,
that.
we definitely gotta clean that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Longtooth did tell you that she's expected by 7 a.m. tomorrow, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys have got, basically, you've got to keep her for until, really, you're in like midday. So you've got to go through the night and through the morning with her.
Right.
So this is where you guys can start to talk about what are you going to do with her.
I think, Diana will just like, doesn't even say bye to Longtooth. Just like, murderous child, and just hangs up.
It's like, kill, she's killing, gotta go.
It's that Steven Universe, they have swords. Oh no, they've stabbed each other. They're dead.
Oh, they're dead. Goodbye. And don't call this number again.
Diana does give you the look of like she panicked on the phone and just goes, okay, so 7 a.m. Or Dad might be there. I'm gonna leave you guys my phone in case, Longtooth or Jenny calls one of you. I am gonna go check in with our elders to see if anything. Oh, and real quick, so I know you guys have not, been going to, classes to learn about our lore and like leadership, like I've had to do. But let's just say, I know what pack she's in. Well, not pack, but
Tribe.
Tribe, yes. To put it simply, the one tribe that kind of worships the worm.
Oh.
That sounds bad.
It does.
Yeah,
sound
that
bad.
is bad. That is very bad. But I do remember, the elders mentioning there was a chance that, if we didn't fit into where we were, there was something that could happen. So I'm gonna go check in with Mountain Runner.
Okay.
You guys don't do that. Don't let Mother's Dream commit murder on the cub until I get back, preferably. And I will look at Mother's Dream when I say don't commit murder.
Don't you know the litany? The worm must be destroyed wherever it's found.
This
Yes,
one
and
is a child.
This is
Doesn't
also an
matter.
innocent child.
Her father's even worse.
And you've never seen Mother's Dream this angry, this
Mhm.
wound
I
up
know.
about something.
This feels so
Um,
out of character for her.
But she is just hell bent on this is a worm creature. It must be destroyed.
As stated
do that.
before, good. Yeah. As stated before, in our democracy of alphaness, I'm handing it off to you, Otto, while I'm gone. And I'm gonna go ahead and start running to find Mountain Runner.
It's going to be a long run because you got to get back. You guys weren't really near the cairn,
Yeah.
so you'd be better off driving to that little spot that we always establish. That then you would have to run like half a mile or whatever
Otto,
it is.
absolutely. Yes, it's like I'm going to run. It just holds their hand out to Otto for like
Okay.
the truck keys.
Okay. Yeah. Normally you can call, but you're calling Mountain Runner who doesn't use phones. So
Yeah.
Yes.
weird.
Yes, Otto will let out a exasperated sigh, like he's finally letting the teenager who just got her driver's license take the family car out for a spin, which essentially feels what this feels like.
it is.
So he reluctantly hands the truck keys to Diana.
Luckily, it's an automatic.
Yeah.
Wait, this clutch. What is it? What do I do with this clutch thing?
Like,
mean,
shit,
you
I
want
didn't know how to.
me-
I never trained to use this.
Do you want me to take the car with all of our survivability and things?
Just
keep
take the
a
damn
murderous vibe?
truck.
Okay, cool. And-
Okay. So that's going to be a little while for her to go do
Yeah.
that.
Go. Mhm.
Savannah is kind of starting to wake up a little bit. She's kind of
Okay.
making some noises like, oh.
Yeah, you're not feeling too well. I'm trying to wipe the blood off your face.
And as you do that, her eyes kind of open up and she's just kind of looking around. You see her stick her tongue out.
Mhm.
She just kind of licks a little bit of blood
Yeah.
off her cheek and she just grins like,
Okay. So I gave you some clothes because when you change from that, you don't have
She
clothes.
looks down. She's like, did that really happen?
Yes.
Yes, whatever you think it is. Yes.
And
Mhm.
looks over at Otto. And it's like,
Also, I'm not looking directly at her right now.
Mhm.
yeah. And she goes, that was awesome.
That's good. Then yeah.
And then she just and then she says, and she kind of looks like she's just kind of like she's almost like going ready for like a nice nap.
Oh, good.
And
Yes.
and she looks over at Alice. She goes, "Thank you,"
Oh, you're welcome.
and just
We can
kind of
teach you more later.
kind of like I've had a big lunch. Now I'm just gonna have a little nap.
Yeah. Okay. Get in the car.
Okay.
and-
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Otto, anything you need to do, or
I mean, not particularly. I guess I will sort of like finish rounding up what needs to be rounded up from like the camp to make sure we're ready to go at a moment's notice.
Mhm.
But other than that, if it looks like she's not putting up a fight and is ready
She's
to just be
not.
like,
She
see
seems
ya,
very
deuces, I'm
content.
taking a nap for 8 hours or whatever, then I'll just sort of like let her have at that.
Mhm.
Mother's Dream switches back to Hamid to help with anything else that needs to be packed up. Are you guys planning on sitting here until Diana comes back?
How long is that going to take?
That doesn't sound like a viable plan. So it's like midday, you said, and
Yeah, probably like closer to like 1 now.
okay.
Okay.
And we have to have her back at this place at 7 a.m.
Mhm. Now, that's not saying
So-
you can't just drop her off. She just has to be there the next morning.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah, there's nothing saying you can't just roll up, see ya. You know.
Okay. How long would it take us to get from where we are to where we need to be?
At this time, probably like traffic, like an hour and a half at this point.
Okay, I just
Okay.
needed.
We
I
can
just
do
needed.
that.
Yep, I just needed a
Mhm.
frame of reference.
Yeah.
So, Otto doesn't super want to just drop her off right now because, you know,
Mhm.
even if he doesn't understand like all the nuances and intricacies of all of this, like Diana's been learning up on and all that,
Mhm.
he still wants to get like.
What's what? What's what?
Otto just really needs to stop going to space in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
He just
Wants
wants to
what?
get a better. He wants a better grasp of like what exactly they're dealing with.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that Foundry's back up,
Oh.
if the rest of you wanted to make, it would be Otto and Alice, if you wanted to make a intelligence and occult roll to see if you know the term black spiral,
Okay.
you can.
I'll
All
find
right.
it.
Because then that's going to give Otto a better understanding of what they're dealing with.
Yes.
So, difficulty 6. Yeah.
Okay, I figured. I thought I'd ask.
I'm having difficulties.
Again, that would be occult and intelligence.
Yeah, if I could get in.
Ooh.
Yeah,
4 successes.
yeah.
You definitely somewhere along the line of your Garou time
Right,
have
nice,
heard
yeah.
about
There we
the
go.
fallen tribe, and that they are evil, that they are enemies of Gaia. So
Okay, what am I supposed to roll? It got in.
occult and intelligence, please.
Okay, occult.
Are we all
I
gonna be
rolled-
smarty pants?
Yeah, I rolled the
Um,
best I possibly could have rolled.
Yes.
Nice. Difficulty 6?
Difficulty 6, yeah.
Okay.
1 success.
Okay.
And not really. You're not. You're kind of like, what are they talking about? This evil
Yeah, what is this?
evil werewolves. But Otto, now you know what you are dealing with. So it's not just a crazy rabid teenager. She is of this tribe. Like, she was born into the Black Spiral Dancers
Oh,
tribe.
wow.
Yeah, she was born into it, which
Wow.
makes. Okay, this just got a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
While you guys are pondering that,
Mhm.
Diana has now arrived. You have to be in lupus form when you get to, when you've run and run and run and run, and you get to the cairn, and Mountain Runner is there.
Yeah. Are you okay with me just putting myself in lupus?
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay,
It's
cool.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Diana is fully like, I think usually, like, as stated, it's a playful thing between the two that Diana will just try to like playfully attack. Diana doesn't. Instead, like, Mountain Runner sees Diana in like full alpha mode, like, walk the fuck up to him.
Okay.
And just goes, Mountain Runner, I would like a audience with you.
Certainly. And he at the moment is the only one at the cairn. There's no one else there. So he's like, he's probably never seen you this serious. So he's like, come on. All right. And you go by like the campfire that's kind of in the middle of the cairn. So
Is there a way for someone to change the tribe that they were born in?
and he kind of sneers and he says, it's considered a lack of honor. He's like, but you can renounce your tribe and try to join another tribe. He's
And
like,
what if... Because we've met a pup today who comes from a very abused home in the Hamid world. They have known nothing but pain, sorrow, and despair. They were born as a black spiral.
despite his better judgment, he's torn. You can tell he's torn because as a red talon, the black spirals are the only thing that's worse than the city. But you see him like he's pondering this for a second, and he's like, "Where is this turned cub?"
Are you going to instantly attack?
You're familiar with the litany.
I am. But unlike other Garou, my pack has proven on multiple occasions that you cannot always judge something by its first glance. When it comes down to it, we took care of the litany in much faster ways over the winter and saved this entire place. So I think our words and ideas can hold a little bit more significance right now. And the fact that I don't believe a child who has no idea what is going on with them should be punished for something until we fully know what they want.
And he is a fellow dox, so a judge. So he is weighing your. He's not instinctively saying no, it has to be destroyed. He is listening. The child will have to be examined carefully. Not here. You will not bring it. And he says it here.
This is why I came alone.
Yep. I will need to talk to the rest of my pack. And we will decide the best course of action. Now, right now, your pack falls under this sept, so you're part of that sept. So you are expected to honor their decisions. He says, all I can do is talk to the rest of my pack.
Well, there's one small issue. We have until the sun rises to bring her back to the human world.
It won't be done by then.
Well, so either you can help me and my pack make a decision now for this child's well-being and ask for forgiveness, a very human term, things we like to do, as a fellow judge of the Karen, or me and my pack is just going to do it without Elder's guidance.
He doesn't like you trying to do that. He's going to pull rank on you. And he's like, listen. He's like, you will do as you were told, to follow the chain of command.
Again, Diana is going, I have the goal, bullshit that I have, which says that I intend to bite back at authority.
Yeah,
and
pulling out that brat energy.
Yeah, that rat energy. And I think Diana is going to slam a paw down and growl right back at him with his own ferocity and just goes, yeah, it says the same elders who chain of command would have meant a wolf would have died. Or do we remember how much you had to apologize after we proved you wrong? Let's see, twice since we've been here?
He takes a step right back at you and he's like, we have paid for that mistake. Do not try to rub that into my face once more. Do as you wish. But if you choose to turn your back on this sept, it will be forever.
Well,
tread carefully.
I would like to have your guidance in this issue.
You will not have it by tomorrow.
Alrighty then. I promise you this. We will do all that we can. And if she chooses to turn her back on the worm, I'm going to need to know the ritual or whatnot to be able to allow her to change tribes.
He's just giving you this Well, and just kind of just shakes his head. And he's like, "We'll discuss that if it occurs."
Mhm. Well, you know, I have a wonderful way with words.
Go now. You anger me.
Okay, we're still good for training tomorrow, right? I'm taking that as a yes!
Yeah.
And Diana is going to, you know, head back, like, to the others, and, as soon as she gets back, which I'll allow you to, you know, have them have a moment before I continue.
Okay. Yeah, he's turned his back on you and stalks off. So.
Yeah, as soon as Diana gets back with the others, Diana's like, so we may or may not have a problem.
Can you
What's
clarify
that?
that?
Well, so if we don't end up, you know, doing our duty as Guru and kind of, you know, then we've kind of turned against, you know, the Sept and we're no longer back in the Karen. But if we get her to renounce being, you know, a black spiral, the elders can help us, you know, with the whole, you know, tribe change. But like, we may or may not be in trouble.
Like how much trouble?
How so?
And in what regard?
I may have spoken out of rank and thrown it in his face when he mentioned that, you know, he has to wait for the higher ups and do this whole like diabolical paperwork. And I'm like, well, we're kind of on a time crunch. And he was like, well, I'm sorry, I outrank you, pup. And I was just like, oh, really? Because apparently we've solved your issues twice. So I think you can make an exception because we keep proving you wrong. And he was just like, oh, well, fuck you. And I was like, well, fuck you. And well, you know.
Well, you really can't help but get those jabs in, can you?
So, either we get her to renounce her tribe and we do this whole ritual, or we have to kill her or we're no longer welcome back to the Sept. So, those are our two options, which I feel like was going to be our only two options to start with.
And we're gonna say that you maybe told Longtooth this. I don't know if you called him and speakerphone kind of.
Oh yeah, sure. You know, yeah. We'll say, you know, a call was made during this explanation.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to. You're muted.
Yeah.
I have another idea.
Yep.
We'll return the cub and find out like our father's the same way, or we can just find their version of the coterie and take it down.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that by 7 a.m.
No, but we get the kid back to him. He has to have his kid. We found out if he's the same as she is.
Oh.
And then we can track them, and then we get your bosses involved, and they can take down a group as opposed to a single cow. Basically, the kid's baby.
Yeah, see, great. That's going to be great leverage if we can get her to announce her tribe, and maybe we still have a home.
Does she know what tribe she's even in? I mean, this was.
Yeah,
she didn't know what she was.
Seemingly, she doesn't know anything about any of this,
Right.
so we have to assume that she doesn't.
So we need to frame her calling as the bad people, you guys the good people, so we save our asses, save her asses, and wipe out her family.
Yes.
I
Doesn't matter
guess.
either way.
I don't know. That's going to traumatize her worse, I think.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that is true. God, okay. I'm legality. Like I read up on family law. I don't think we want to get child protective services away. We're in the
No.
state of California. She can't choose where she wants to live. only other way legally that we can
You're in
prevent
Washington,
separation.
not in California.
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah,
My
I was gonna
bad.
say. Yeah, I was gonna say we're
Close, but
I would
not.
say we're near fucking Seattle.
Well, we can
Yeah.
push her and get her to be
This is just me doing a migraine stupid.
It's okay.
Happens.
It's quite the
Yeah,
pickle.
Yeah, and just like, God, okay. There's one thing we could do, but I don't really have connections with, Seattle, courthouse.
I gotta think. I might know someone.
Oh,
Wonderful. Could you see if you can get a hold of possibly a judge to write a injunction for emergency child care to someone else due to a case of severe abuse that's being investigated, which would allow a temporary stay and the care of her being removed from her father for at least 24 to 48 hours while an investigation is occurring?
Yeah, I probably could. The problem is you have to pick one of us to be the guiding parent in the meantime.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking of you,
Oh yeah, you can put down. I'll send you my full name. Then I'll look at Alice to get permission. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll also send you Alice's full name.
okay.
All right. This isn't something we're going to be able to start right now because this
No.
is
Yeah,
actually not a simple role.
Right.
This is going to be involving contacts,
Mm-hmm.
Technology. This is
Yeah.
this would be it. Not going to happen by 7
Yeah.
a.m. the next day. I can tell you that much. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
plus, he's not like law enforcement. That can I
Yeah.
need a judge right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
he's not. But
Why
yeah.
don't we do this?
But if a petition is filed, it automatically stops the parent from taking custody. Period.
It's true.
Until
Oh.
investigation. So we got to
Why
get a
don't
petition
we-
in tonight. That stops them from the 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's now. How would he go about doing that? Because he's got contacts. This isn't something I want to just do one simple roll and go, oh, okay, it happens.
No,
And I
yeah.
think-
Oh, yeah. No.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
next time.
So I don't think it's something you're going to be able to get done by the morning.
Probably
You're
not.
you guys have got formulating plans,
Mhm.
but you're not going to be able to get that done, even in a world where we say there's vampires and werewolves running around.
Right,
You're not-
right. Mhm.
You're not going to get that done.
God.
So
The human legal system nerfing us.
Yeah.
so I think the best place is going to be is to just wrap up for tonight.
Okay.
Mhm.
We are going to pick up in the next episode. Now, let me ask a question before we wrap up. Do you intend to keep her for the evening, or are you going to take her back? That's what I want to do before we stop. Are you gonna?
I'm sort of in the camp of holding on to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to hold on to her,
Okay.
explain it, and judge, and hopefully not have to go down the murder route.
Okay.
That would be good.
What I think would be fair is you guys spend the rest of the day investigating all of these legal options, these kinds of things.
Mhm.
You realize you're not going to be able to get anything done before the morning, but you're doing your best and trying to plan for what you're going to do the next morning because you need to have Savannah there by 7 a.m. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say, as the law student of the group, Longtooth, you have got pages of documents and
Yeah.
resources and everything emailed to you from Diana.
what you don't have is leverage
Yeah.
in the legal community.
Right.
You know.
I might know
But-
kinfolk.
Well, and that's what I'm going to say is maybe next episode
Mhm.
we're gonna see if you have any kinfolk that you could start working that angle, because you have contacts and kinfolk out the butt. So,
Yep.
so we'll look at that in the next episode. But I think
Okay.
I think this is a good place to wrap up for the evening.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right. How's everybody feeling?
It's good. It's good.
Good.
Great.
Good. Okay. All right.
God,
I
it's- I'm liking how the two forms of Diana and Mountain Runner over the 3 seasons is they either get along or they're fucking fighting.
Yeah.
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 No in between.
God, my maxed out mentor stat.
All right. Well, I'm glad everybody was able to make it tonight. Thank you for
Yeah.
working through your migraine whispers.
Yeah, those suck.
Limey, glad you're able to join us. Hopefully, you can join us next episode.
I hope so, but life, gets in the way all the time.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, well, and thanks again, everybody who's watching on the stream or watching on YouTube. Thank you again for supporting us. Give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. Let's talk to Jen, see what she's got going on. As is tradition.
As is tradition. Yes, I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. It's been around since like 2011 or something like that. It's focusing mostly on the games from Blizzard Entertainment, specifically on Diablo 4.
Okay,
And new episodes come out every Saturday.
sounds good. Whispers, you got anything going on?
Hi, I run the Dissonance Complex at, Twitch/the Dissonance Complex. I don't know where that was going. We will have no streams this next coming up week as I'm going back to school and I'm taking basically a week off other than being here on Thursday. So come say hi, and on Saturday we have another Chronicles, so I'll have teenagers fight in a blank space. I don't know.
Alrighty. I think there's a game going on tomorrow night. Let's talk to Aloysius.
There is our season finale of River City Runs Red. Our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle is tomorrow night, same normal time, 8 p.m. EST, and then next week on Wednesday is the season finale of Light and Shadows, our Simbaroom game.
Yeah. It's all wrapping up.
It is.
But it's been, both games have been great. I'm really enjoying them. So,
I'm glad you have been enjoying them.
Thank you. Well, Limey, you got anything going on? You wanna promote or nothing?
No,
All my
nothing.
projects are stopped for now. Off
Okay.
season.
Okay.
So I'm just being a
Alright.
bum.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up then, folks. Again, thank you for watching, and come back next Thursday for more Controlled Burn. Good night.
Bye.